Hi and welcome everyone watching now, watching later, you're all welcome here. We're gonna continue our beautiful journey through Pokemon Black and White. In this case White. Because Pokemon Gray has not been released yet, for whatever reason. Just kidding, we all know why. Because we got Black and White 2, baby! Better than Super Mario 2 and Neck 2, you all know it. So first of all, have to find a spot to grind. Oh, I know of a spot to grind. I can look for monkeys while I'm at it too. How many Pokeballs do I have? The biggest ball is for Pokeballs, not for bikes? Okay, sure, whatever. Ah, there it is. 9. Yeah, that should be enough. Let's go. Let the little pixels of Pokemon trainers move around, making the pixels clap. Just kidding. Still 10. So I'm gonna grind in the forest because while I'm grinding in the forest, maybe I will encounter more chimps. Not sims, they are on another place. And then I will have a full set, hopefully. I absolutely forgot where to get the, I'm guessing, Leaf and Firestone in this scenario to evolve them, but we'll figure it out as we go. For now, we just need to be strong enough. How strong are my Pokemon right now? 19... yeah, nice. Looking good. Oh, here comes the loop-de-loop! Sadly, we can't just jump and butt stomp the ground to be sliding off like in Super Mario. Would be very useful. But that way you can enjoy a running animation that's worthy of being an anime opening if we would have anime for Game Boys. Just kidding, I'm exaggerating. There have been like anime episodes released for the PSP, if I remember correctly. And I also faintly remember hearing something about Game Boy Advance cartridges that have like some animes played onto them that you can watch on your Game Boy. But maybe I was just being too delusional. Everything's possible when you smell like a Pokemon and not a trainer. Who am I train first? Let's go with Daijibu. Things are not Daijibu. just kidding, they will be Daijibu. Once that Pidove is like spinning around above a fire, about a campfire preferably, things will be so Daijibu. Hopefully the meat is tender enough to melt in your mouth, because I didn't pack any ranch dressing. Not that I know what it is. But apparently that is one very American sauce. And you all know that during maths class everyone is all about that sauce. Crunching numbers, dealing numbers, getting numbers, and all 6 digits. Well, maybe it's 7 digits at this point, I don't know. I haven't looked into Animemes subreddit in a long while. Because you all know the Animemes subreddit is like, in a lot of memes, like not even most of the memes, but whenever somebody posts a meme and is trying to be funny, he is secretly hiding a 6-digit number in the meme. And people that know where to put them in then comment about how they are disgusted about what they have to find, what they found because of that meme. And when they maybe or maybe not follow it up with something like, good choice. Secret power, what is it? What, 70 damage? I like it, 70 damage, okay, Pound. Yeah, forget it. Forget about it. Worthless. So now that Daijobu have learned secret power, do you all know what that means? It means during fights, we can now yell around. Hold on a second. Now we can yell, secret power! Secret power! Through the mountains! Which, if I remember correctly, this attack is actually used for, at least in the 3rd generation games. Secret, secret, secret power! I forgot the next part, but then it goes like, secret power! Just kidding. Oh yeah, a wild venipede. It's gonna get its shit slapped. All across the tree. Well, I guess it is an exoskeleton, so maybe it won't splatter as much. But the internal organs will be shaken, yes. On the inside it will be a Slurpee. You know, like in the movie The Emperor's Groove? When they have been to that restaurant, I guess. Like, that bug reminds me a lot of a bug that they served there. Just slap it open and slurp it right up. It's tasty, I assume. Though some are like arguing about whether or not you should eat it with ketchup. Very confusing. Well, if you don't want to argue about whether or not you want to eat the bugs with ketchup, you can just go on a diet spontaneously. You know, watch your diet. Even though there are a lot of alternatives. Like in the store where I'm going shopping, there's like a ketchup that claims to not add any conservatives or sugar into their ketchup. Like conservatives, I couldn't care less about conservatives. Maybe I am absolutely using that word wrong out there. But zero sugar, like zero added sugar, that sounds awesome. So you get to eat ketchup and you get to enjoy it too. Here's hoping they didn't add any other sweeteners. Because that's usually what they do when they claim, oh, this... No, we don't add any sugar. Wink. What was that? What was that? What was what? That wink you just did. What was it? Oh, nothing. I'm I was just saying that we don't add any sugar in our ketchup. What the fuck are you doing? Why do you keep drinking? I don't know what you mean. Stop that! Okay. Enough of that. Now comes the real deal. A Pokemon that knows Defense Curl, Hypnosis, and Moonlight. Oh yeah, Psybeam. Nice. So we can deal damage. That is nice. Also, does anyone have any idea what level I should grind my Pokemon to? Also, why am I grinding my Psychic Pokemon? Like, this is the Pokemon that I will absolutely not use. Sniper also sucks in that dungeon. Pusey sucks, so like, I can only use these three? Seriously? Fine, might as well train them. So grinding got a lot faster now that I realized that in that upcoming gym I won't be able to use about half my team. Unless I would switch out, like, party members, but who does that in a Pokemon game? Ignore my Pokemon Crystal playthrough. It's better for all of us. If you ignore it. Woo! Petilil still alive! Probably starts to burn? No? Oh shit, Petilil put my Nizzle to sleep. It no sleeping powder. Have to have it. Again. Let's see what happens. Bouncy. Use the Pokeball. The Pokeball bouncied on the ground as instructed from the trainer. The ball is shaking, it's shaking, and we got it. Petilil was caught. Give a nickname to Petilil. Oh yeah, nicknames. Almost forgot about it. About this. Petilil's nickname. I'm taking suggestions. Until then, I will be typing whatever comes to my mind. Petalil, Petalil. How can we make fun of this little cute creature? I don't know. Let's call it Elizabeth. Nah, that's like a real name. Don't want to make fun of real name people. So let's call it after an anime character. What anime character comes to mind when we see green? Okay, Izuku. Got it. Izuku, like Izuku Midori. Yep, Japanese word for green. Midoriya. And Izuku counts because his mom also has a last name for people that were not aware. And I'm pretty sure the last name is not Midoriya. Like, imagine what a ridiculous family. Because I'm assuming that his mother took the last name from his father. But his mother is the one with the green hair. And so, in order for Midoriya to be the last name, that would mean that his dad would always have the last name Midoriya, even though I assume his hair color is probably not green. Also, speaking of My Hero Academia, Bakugo. He's calling everyone else extras and making fun and claiming to be the main character, like everything revolves around him. Doesn't he like kind of look the most generic out of all of them? Like, he has the absolute generic hair color, like blonde in anime everything, but is not a primary color. And I'm gonna say that his hair is not absolutely yellow. Everything that is not a primary color is not main character material. Or if you don't have at least 3 different colors in your hairstyle, you are not main character material. And still he's going about, strutting about, yeah, I am the best. Go kill yourself. They love me on YouTube comments. I mean, he gets more mild, but seriously, like, you want someone with a main character complex and not make his design absolutely edgy as fuck? Does that even make sense? I mean, like, the crow. Is it a crow or a raven? Not sure. Pretty sure it's a crow. Like the crow-headed boy in class 1A, like main character's classmate. He is edgy as fuck. He couldn't be more edgy as fuck. He is trying very hard to be more edgy as fuck. And still, not enough to be a main character, I guess. He does get a couple of good episodes and scenes. Happy for him. He spoiler alert, he learned to fly. Love that. So that's what Bakugo should act like if he wants to claim that he is the main character. You know, don't just pretend you have a 8th grader's complex. Actually have one. Like, you can't convince anyone that you think you're better with them if you don't even have like a persona or a stand that you can tell people about, so that they're like, oh, you are a crazy person. No, you're a crazy person. I'm the main character. You see, you all see. Yeah, that's what she should act like. You know, like Midoriya does. He does that, doesn't he? At least similarly. Not word to word. Oh yeah, she's giving me a lesson again. Damn. So basically I'm only ranting about, what was his name? Explosion Haircut. King Explosion Murder, yes, that was his hero name, wasn't it? Because my mind is stuck there. Somebody help me. Don't get me started on grapes. Like the change in his superhero costume to actually have like a grape stick out of his forehead so it looks even more like grapes. Wonderful change. His change in personality is also awesome. You barely notice anything from him. Like, his bad reputation is already set. They don't have to add on to it. Like occasionally you see him tortured by the girls of the dorm. Other than that, he is just silent character. No. Imagine having that great of character development, so that you are all of a sudden very silent, even though you were very vocal about your opinions. Oh man, I'm talking about Bakugo again, aren't I? Just kidding, he isn't silent. Lemonade butts. So who can we talk about still? Oh yeah, that ninja classmate that never shows his face. He is absolutely great guy. But they barely show anything of him, so it's really hard to tell anything of his personality. Or what his face actually looks like. If he has a face, because I have a feeling, like this is just headcanon, that he doesn't actually have a face, and maybe it's even like very disturbing looking, hence the mask all the time. Because it's absolutely possible he can only create mouths, eyes, ears, well, eyes not since we can see them, on the end of his arms. Which is a very creative power in my opinion. Like I wouldn't have come up with that. The power being, you can create as many arms as you want, but instead of hands they have like sensory organs. Not sensual organs, sensory organs. Get your mind out of the gutter. A power like that absolutely came up already. Probably years before in a doujinshi or something. So that's not new. Damn it, an artist comes to mind, but I just can't remember their name. Like they draw sometimes comics with not explicit stuff, but Breath of the Wild fan comics among them, where Link is just a stupid himbo and Zidon is like his boyfriend. And in the comics, in one page at least, he managed to get the laboratory to make him like an ancient weapon, like basically a laser adult toy. A laser adult toy. And Zidon was like, how did you get them to make this? And he's like, oh, I had to prove him it had actually combat abilities. So I killed monsters with it. You did what? Anyway, it vibrates too! So that was probably very, very horrifying for monsters, but hey, at least they get to return to life at the next Crimson Moon, so they can forever be traumatized by it. Yeah, and Zelda is always like, Link, watch out, it's the Crimson Moon! Defeated monsters are rising again, and holy shit, why are they crying in a corner under the waterfall? What did you do to them, Link? Link, get Zidon out of your mouth and finally save this country, gosh damn! I'm trying to keep a monster at bay here so you get more time, but not for that! Save it for later! I'd say can't you keep it in your pants, but I guess you don't have to take it out because you're power bottom apparently. Because in both web comics he was the bottom. Link, the Link himbo in the webcomics of that artist. God damn, I really regret that I don't remember the artist's name because I can really recommend their stuff. It's hilarious as AF. Yeah, it's absolutely hilarious AF. Trying to remember anything else, but mostly it's like just headcanons. Like one of them was like, remember how Link after waking up doesn't have any memories? And he got to be the bodyguard of Zelda and the Chosen One because he basically proved that he can fight a guardian. Like when a Guardian went berserk and started to shoot with lasers, he took a pot lid and shot the laser back and destroyed the Guardian, and the king was like, "Oh damn! I want you to protect my daughter." And so he did. So no legendary, no goddess vision, no text, no sword whispering into someone's ears. He just had a pot lid and was ready to fight God. Yeah, and in one of the headcanon, that was like canon stuff. But in the headcanon of that webcomic draw artist, they basically showed the scientists talking about, hey, you know, one of the corpses that we found after the initial outbreak of the Guardians, they had a very interesting DNA, and I'm pretty sure that was the actual hero sent by the goddesses. But he died, and we got him. But thankfully things worked out, even though everything went wrong that could have went wrong. Oh yeah, we really dodged a bullet, man. Because as we were talking around in the background, of course, Link was like running onto trees trying to get apples or some stupid shit. Because that's what a Link does. He's looting. Be rootin', be tootin', and oh boy, be lootin'. Oh yeah, tootin'. I don't think that Link in Breath of the Wild had a musical instrument, but he could whistle. Yeah, he could whistle. Yeah, so he was tootin' too. Yeah, basically you whistle, and if a horse is close enough, it hears you and comes to you. And that's very adorable. And if you get the DLC stuff, there's like an item that you can find and obtain that gives you basically an horse armor that you can equip to a horse. So wherever you are, when you whistle, that horse teleports next to you. At the huge, in my opinion, huge cost of the horse not trotting towards you anymore when you whistle for it. And I find that very sad, because that was very adorable whenever they actually did do it. So basically, you're next to your horse, you're like, "Hey horse!" You start whistling, and the horse is like, not feeling like moving right now, so I'm gonna use the Sheikah powers to teleport. Damn you, horse. The kicker is that horse armor has more power over teleportation than you do with your Sheikah Slate, which apparently has all different power-up abilities like spawning and detonating bombs, freezing certain objects in time, and raising ice pillars out of water. What else was there? Oh yeah, using extremely strong magnets to move shit around. But yet, you can only teleport to designated places. Meanwhile, the horse is like, "I have no such weakness." And unless the horse absolutely loves you, it will be like, "Weakness disgusts me." At least I imagine it saying that. It's a horse, it can say whatever it fucking wants. And Link, even though he's like the silent protagonist, sometimes you get like prompts where you choose what you want to say or ask about. That's where his personality shines, and the headcanon gets almost confirmed that he is a stupid himbo. No, but he is like hilarious and very straightforward, as in can't say he is the smartest guy. Not sure if he could... Let's say it that way. You see a house-sized moving robot running around on tentacles, shooting with lasers around it. What is your immediate instinct? Get the fuck away from it? Grab a pot lid, which is probably made out of wood, something very burnable and with lasers are very much explosive, and try to shoot the laser back. Something that has never been accomplished before. Does that sound like someone who is thinking things through does? Yeah, that's what I expect. It is not. Got it, HQ. So yeah, a lot of people were like, we want bigger dungeons in this game. Why don't we get bigger dungeons in Breath of the Wild? Because the main character is just stupid. If he was not an idiot before, which he probably was, because that was a flashback scene with a portlet, then he was a freaking idiot afterwards. And you want him to solve all those millennia-old puzzles. Just like that. With all the brain damage he has accumulated over time. I mean, it's entirely possible considering that as a player you get to do it. But that is absolutely not required to finish the game. To do any of these shrines. Except for first tutorial shrines, if you know what I mean. But except for that, you can just go straight for the boss, throw everything you have at him, and hope for the best. Like the any percent speedruns, they are ridiculous. Especially the animation. By Helio, I say, what is he doing? Oh my goodness! Oh my goddesses! He's straight up. If you haven't seen The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild, any percent speedrun, I can highly recommend it. It's hilarious as all fuck. Especially if you try to think of the perspective from the NPCs in the world. Like, you jump with your shield as a surfboard, you jump on the head of a monster, all of a sudden you are flying across the entire world known to mankind. And the Calamity Ganon is just like, this cloud is just going out of the tower, looking around the air, I don't know, possessing this castle and shit like he does. All of a sudden, just in a beeline flies in the freaking hero that you thought you already defeated. Just flies straight into your castle, gathers some weapons, and starts wrecking shit. Like a naked, skinny boy. Flies into your castle and destroys everything that you probably don't even realize because you're pure rage. But still, at the end of the day, Zelda's like, I just have one question. Do you remember me? He's like, don't be so loud, I just woke up, I still have a headache. I'm joking. Also, apparently I heard that the guardian of the bird people, Orni, is in German it's Orni, I don't know what they are called in English. But he was apparently designed, like personality wise, after Falco Lombardi from the Star Fox games. And I have no idea how to feel about that, because considering when I played Star Fox 64 or Lilith Wars as it was called here, I didn't get much of an opinion of Falco. He was there. He wasn't like Slippy that he constantly got attacked and you had to save his ass. And if I remember correctly, sometimes he would just show you a secret passage when you meet the requirements. So you can finish the mission in a different direction. Everything possible. So he was more like a helpful and capable ally. Meanwhile, that the body clone, I think, what was his name? I don't remember at all. I think his personality was like, Link, I hate you. I hate you guts. I want to fuck your shit up. But sadly we are of an equal rank apparently, so I don't want to slap your shit too hard, otherwise you might lose your job. I'm doing you a favor by not fighting you honorably in the sky, flying, even though I know for a fact you can't fly, so I'm being a cunt about it. So yeah, it doesn't feel like Falco at all, so I'm not sure if that was somebody's headcanon or if it's actually a thing. God damn it, stop using protect for fuck's sake, I'm trying to grind here. And after you actually save his spirit so he can be at peace or some shit, it's just like, took you long enough, fuck yeah. Star Fox Adventures, I think Falco also had an appearance, which was basically at the very end of the game when you're fighting the final boss, and he just appears, gives you support, capable fighter, capable pilot, unlike the other things, so you don't have to do his shit a lot. Again, not arrogant, and he was there when we needed him. Can't say the same for that bird fella in Breath of the Wild. So, what to talk about next? Oh yeah, let's talk about Skyward Sword. Remember how everyone is living with their bird? Every person has a bird that they call their partner? Well, remember in The Legend of Zelda Twilight Princess, there is a place that is also in the sky, like a dungeon that is located in the sky, and you get there by shooting yourself out of a freaking cannon. And what do you encounter? Chicken-like creatures with human heads. Without The Legend of Zelda Skyward Sword, that is just like a reference to a famous painting, especially since they can also walk on ceilings and walls. But now that we know that above in the sky where that dungeon is, prior to that, people existed in human shape and they had bird partners in bird shape. That gives very horrifying implications. The implications being that... how should I say it? They be getting it on with birdies. They're like, you and me, birdie, ain't nothing, but I'm a mammal and you are not. But let's do it like they don't want us to do it on Discovery Channel. And somehow it worked! Somehow it worked! I don't know how it worked. By all means, this doesn't make sense. But here we are in The Legend of Zelda Twilight Princess, and there are human-bird hybrids walking around and talking to you. If you didn't know, the most horrifying part is they are talking to you. You meet them ever since the first dungeon. And they help you out, they are very nice. They have their own shop and store in which you can buy stuff. It's working out for them. Very sad though with a prequel. I feel like that aged like milk. Maybe it was on purpose, maybe it was like they won't think too much into it. Or or they didn't realize this is going to happen. But oh boy, that's hilarious to me. Venipede. Lemonade caught Venipede open. We are going to have lunch later. HQ, by the way, are you back? Or are you still gone? Still gone. Gone. Loud and clear. A lot of Pokemon here know the skill for Protect. It's like they're using the same shampoo for Protect and Care. Okay, you have leveled enough. Who do I switch you with? Let's make Daijibu. Gonna make Daijibu strong! Is my secret power grass type? Did it put... Okay. Secret power put a Pokemon to sleep. That's awesome. Let's slap it awake. I'm not very happy about what you just did, Petilil, and I'm gonna slap you for it. Haha! Daijibu gained experience points, and this is everything we ever wanted up in here, up in there. So, secret power is not the attack that changes element depending on who uses it. Then what was the... Well, I'm getting my attacks mixed up. Anyway, slap the shit out of that Civil. Do you think he's small? Because I really think that he is so little. Verdammt. Don't worry, by the time the stream ends, that gym will be going down. But I'm just preparing for that. Because we all know gyms like to catch you off guard. They like you to think that they will be a lot stronger than the last gym you encountered. When in fact, that is not true. They are the same stuff you have defeated over and over and over again. Petilil, you are getting drunk with your power. Stop it. Yeah, this Petilil is growing stronger with each passing turn. I have to put a stop to it. Otherwise the world will never know peace. Look today. Watch a TikTok. Some guy was reenacting and I'm assuming imaginary moment, I hope. Where it was basically like when you show the wrong friends, when you tell the wrong friends about anime. And then he enters a room and there sits his friend on a couch in a dark corner basically. And obviously having watched Naruto, like, oh, yeah, the world shall know pain. If you don't know pain, how can you know peace? He's like, oh, you watch Naruto, okay, yeah. The things you're saying is evil guy shit. He's like, oh no, on the contrary, I will free the world. And I thank you for opening my eyes. And he's like, alright, I'm gonna break your kneecaps. The easiest solution to the problems. Though, I have to say, thinking about it, if you were in the world of Air Gear, you have the manga Air Gear, the anime was good too, but they ended it at a weird point. So yeah. In the manga there was like this big bad guy that basically doesn't have legs. Spoiler by the way, in case you do want to read it. He, let's say, disabled himself so that he can have robotic limbs. So if you break his kneecaps, nothing of it. He doesn't have real organic kneecaps anyway. He doesn't give a fuck. You can take his kneecaps, he can take your life. That easy. Oh boy. Love to see it, Daijobu. Good job. Gonna grind everything up to level 22 and then see how far I can come in the gym. Sorry for hurrying. I mean, I can't talk about random shiznit all the time, even though I would really love to. Speaking of shiznit, do you all know Gazoogle? I can really recommend it. If you ever have to look something up, but you don't have to be too specific about terminology, I can really recommend using Gazoogle to look it up because it automatically translates every result, at least English results, into Snoop Dogg speech. And that is freaking hilarious. I'm cracking up whenever I use it. Like, during school, the teacher was like giving us the task. He gave us like a question sheet and we had the task of looking up the answers and definitions of these words. And here I was, sitting, grinning, laughing my ass off. The teacher was like, learning about IPv6 is not that fun. What? Stop whatever you're doing. I'm like, oh, you doubt me. Could you please come over here, teacher? I'd like to show you why it's so fucking hilarious. And yeah, he got up. He stood next to me. He checked my computer screen. And he was like, yeah, alright, that is pretty funny. He was a very cool teacher, so I'm assuming you couldn't do that with every teacher. But still, if I wasn't sure that they would be not punishing me for it, I wouldn't have done it anyway. But yeah, love it. So while everyone was like, research, we have to learn, we get paid money to learn, what bullshit is this, I'm not learning, you know, this kind of shit. You can probably guess I was trying to learn stuff in the school. I was getting pretty pissed at them for hindering the learning process, like. But yeah, I made it fun. I had fun. Except for English class, because the teacher has basically proven that they do not know much more about English than I do already from experience or basically exchange with other English-speaking people, among them from the UK, from America, from Australia, New Zealand, you know, native language speakers. So, and a lot of content I enjoy is also set to English. Hence, the streams being in English, even though I am like German. Like, what weeps are to Japanese, I guess I am to English language. Except that I don't actually want to visit any of the English-speaking countries because of their reputations. Like, imagine, as a white cis guy, being afraid of going to America because you are still a foreigner. They be like, oh, is that a foreigner or a horse with a limp? I can't tell. Better get it behind the shack and find out how it reacts to getting shot in the head. If it survives, that's no horse. How would you survive a shot in the head, you might ask. There are a couple ways to do that. Humans have done a lot of different ways of surviving a shot to the head, like at least 2 come to mind. Like imagine having an injury, a skull injury, that required metal to be welded to your skull. That way you would have metal on your skull and therefore a higher chance of surviving a bullet to the head. Alternatively, I don't remember if it was Teddy Roosevelt. It feels like it was. But some guy got shot in the head, and if memory serves me correctly, got shot in the head twice in a row. And his reaction afterward was like, now it's my turn. And he shot them to death, if I remember correctly. Like, please fact check this. I can't, because I'm right now doing the thing that I'm trying to distract myself from doing with these stories. Like, I enjoy grinding, because it's like very meditating. Like, it puts your mind at ease, and you know exactly what you're doing, no questions asked. And at the end, your Pokemon are stronger, and you are like, oh shit, that was quick, even though a couple of hours went by. That's the kind of effect I can really enjoy. Yeah, pretty sure that the monkeys are in rustling bushes, but I really don't remember how to summon rustling bushes anymore. So if anyone in chat knows how to summon rustling bushes so I can hunt for monkey butt, hunt for the monkey Pokemon, let me know please. Yay, man, Nizzle, you can do it! I believe in you! They are so dead. My Nizzle's speed went up, nice. Let's go heal up the Pokemon again. Tough trainer! I will make your Pokemon healthy! Around the Pinwheel Forest, around the Pinwheel Forest. How much money do I have right now? A bit. I have to not forget to buy Pokeballs afterwards, in case I actually lose. Yeah, making the badges nice and clean. Can it be more cleaner than that? If I remember correctly, they can be more cleaner than that. Ah, there we go. Yeah, this is what I'm talking about. Get always sparkly there. It also sounds completely different once it's all the way sparkly. If anyone's seen the episode of SpongeBob where he made colorful burgers, at the end he was Mr. Krabs wanted to buy his shop or trade him his shop for SpongeBob's shop. And he was like, is there really nothing you miss at the Krusty Krab? Oh, there's one thing. The sound when you rub 2 pickle slices against each other. That sound was what he missed. And if it sounds anything like a very clean badge in this Pokemon game, then I can understand. Imagine how wonderful it will be to have a full box of gym badges. And all of them sparkling clean. Like with the white giant. What is he called in English? I'm assuming that brand does exist. Oh, Mr. Clean. Yeah. Imagine Mr. Clean would just go up to your badges, try to sell your stuff, and then he's like, oh wow, those badges are clean as... Well, I guess you don't need my services, I'll try it with neighbors. So I'm remembering, ever since a couple of minutes ago, that the last gym leader I defeated had like a Pokemon that was at least level 24. Maybe I'm misremembering something. But the point I'm trying to get at is, if my Pokemon are only level 22, that might sound like it can be almost a challenge. Which makes sense considering it is a gym challenge, but still. Oh, how cute, it's trying to growl at us without any mouth. It has no mouth, yet it must try to use growl on me. Manizzle. Shizzle. For sure. I really like Snoop Dogg's speech, just so we're clear, nothing else. Like for shizzle, and nizzle, fizzle, sizzle, blizzle, see where the lizzle. Speaking of zebras, that is a reach, to be perfectly honest. But a couple of days ago, YouTube recommended to me to watch a video where a master sushi chef is reacting to sushi restaurants or sushi scenes in movies. And he was giving very positive feedbacks, even if he was like not agreeing 100% with what they were doing. He could explain it, like he said, it makes sense that they do it like that, it's good that they do it like that. And the last scene, like they showed him 10 movie scenes, the last scene was basically from the Madagascar movie, where Rico, at least in German his name was Rico, was making sushi for the lion and such out of fish. And basically, he cut the head off, threw the fish into the sky, sliced around wildly with knives, and sushi came down. And the sushi chef was like, oh wow, that's like next level, the next generation. He can't do that. And says, very unrealistic, 3 out of 10. Like, absolutely impossible, he still gives it a 3 out of 10. Isn't he like a golden guy? A treasure, I think, is the term for it. He gave, like, at least twice he gave 10 out of 10 because what he saw in that scene was according to his opinion, or at least according to his teachings. But sometimes he was like, oh no, that's wrong. Like, for example, the anime I think was Gintama, and one guy was explaining, okay, you take the rice piece, press it hard, put wasabi on the rice, and then top it with fish and press it together. Sushi chef was very quick to say, you never put wasabi on rice, you never dunk your rice into soy sauce. Everything is always on the fish. And apparently there was also a scene about how you insert the sushi in your mouth, like, is the topping on top, is the topping on the bottom, you know? And It was like 45 degree, so that fish and rice simultaneously touch the tongue. That was his opinion of the perfect way of experiencing sushi. When on another clip he was like, oh, I like how they eat with the fingers, because feeling the sushi, also very important part of the experience of eating sushi. I have not considered that, to be perfectly honest. Like, I am always eating with chopsticks because I just have fun using them. It's enhancing my experience, so I guess it's not probably not, no, he wouldn't complain about it, especially since he is very cool about a lot of stuff. But still, I will have to try to eat sushi with my fingers the next time I get to it, or next time I make it. And another thing that also came up, I seen some guy was sitting there eating sushi very fast, and he's like, at first I wasn't sure where he was going with his speech, but then it turns out like, whenever you eat sushi, it's best to eat it fast, because the more fresh it is, the better it tastes, and since it is filling your belly up, the more sushi you can chow down before your body is like, hey, you up there, we are full, we just can't. What do you mean you can't? We just can't, okay? Anyway, now that this stream was very educational, I hope you don't mind. I'm still murdering Pokemon though. Still killing Pokemon. Like getting back my street cred with toxic masculinity. What else would you use as currency? So that Pokemon is not dead, so it can enjoy the after effects of getting literally burned to half death. But I have to say, I'm impressed how hard it is clinging on to life. Haha, Klingon. Just kidding, that wasn't even a pun. But it really reminded me of Star Trek. Not that I have seen any of it, but I heard only good things about it. Which is precisely why I haven't watched it. Because it is a very long running show. And if I don't binge it, then it will probably a long ongoing process of watching it. And even if I binge it, the way I see it, they have almost as much, if not more, episodes than, for example, One Piece does. Which is bordering on 1000, if it hasn't reached it already. Or a more crazy anime, Detective Conan. Did you know Detective Conan has over 1000 episodes? And that was where it was at when I last checked, and that was years ago. Like, holy shit. Like, the little detective guy, he should be back in his teenager age at this point. But no, everyone's still a kid, teenager, a hobo, whatever. Also, you'd think they would eventually run out of people to die in the area they live in. Well, I guess they have been traveling around a lot. Pretty sure there have been at least one episode that was outside of Japan. Like, I'm pretty sure it was like in America, New York or something like that. That episode where they were... I think it was like a flashback episode because the main character was still a teenager and not a toddler, basically. So that was interesting. And they have been driving a car on 2 wheels to get to their destination. And the driver was like, well, they probably think this is a movie, but we should keep going for in case they start to wonder where the cameras are at. Quick attack. Pursuit. It's the same damage, so it doesn't matter. I will cancel learning Pursuit because Quick Attack at least has this effect of attacking faster. Manizzle did not learn Pursuit. He is not a trivia player. At least I think that I remember the game being called Trivial Pursuit. Speaking of trivia, I remember a little bit of trivia. There was like a book I have once seen over 10 years ago in a German bookstore that was like the most ridiculous laws in German laws, basically. And the one that I absolutely remember without fail is: it is illegal for an employer to kick his employees in the butt, even if it enhances their productivity. Like, they had to specifically write that down. Okay, like, I can imagine having to write down, okay, it is illegal to kick your employees in the butt. But apparently enough employers were like, but it makes them work better. So we had to add like, yeah, no, still illegal. It's very hilarious. And imagine shit like that, and they had a full book of it, but I didn't want to buy it, and I didn't want to finish reading it in the bookshop, because that would have been, I'm assuming, very rude. Yo, welcome back, HQ. You didn't miss anything. I was ranting about nonsensical stuff. Thank you. Among those, it was, if I remember correctly, My Hero Academia, Breath of the Wild, Sushi, and one German law. The German law was, in case you did not hear it, you are not allowed to kick your employees in the butt. With an addition, even if it makes them work better. Okay, nice. Yeah. Yeah, summary of the sushi stuff. The faster you eat, the better, because it is more fresh. Eating in a 45-degree angle so that fish and rice touches your tongue simultaneously. Eating with a finger so you can feel the sushi as you eat it to enhance your experience of eating sushi. And what else was there? I think that was everything. If I remember anything else, I will add to it. Oh yeah, the Breath of the Wild one. I was talking about how he has to have been stupid because he used a wooden shield to deflect a searing hot and ending in explosions laser, even though nobody has ever done it, and it was inherently stupid to try, even though he succeeded. Yeah. And a lot of people were complaining that Breath of the Wild didn't have the complex dungeons as the other games had. And to that I added, he's stupid. He was stupid. 100 years of coma didn't do him any favors. He's stupid. It's good that his puzzles aren't that complicated, because his... Imagine this, in other Zelda games, you can't jump on command, you can't climb on surfaces, and you can't glide, at least most of the time. You have to be smart. He's like, oh shit, strategy stuff, I'm gonna climb though. Oh, there's like this complicated puzzle, let me take out that iron sword that I found somewhere and use this as instead of the object I was supposed to find somewhere hidden around here. Like, oh shit, there's this ball puzzle that I have to carefully maneuver a ball through that so it can come out on the other side so I can finish this puzzle. Flip it around, it's a flat surface. Yeah, nah, there we go. Now we can do it. So, yeah, the headcanon of that artist I mentioned earlier, that he is a stupid himbo. There's no way anyone can argue against it. That's absolutely it, isn't it? Absolutely. Stupid himbo, but by God is he happy. And it was said that he grabbed the pot lid when he deflected the laser from that robot in that flashback, but that guy loves to eat, that guy loves to cook. I'm pretty sure he was cooking himself a meal when he was like shot by a laser. Of course, that shooting laser back thing couldn't have been an accident, because you have, like, in-game gameplay wise, you have to have great timing to shoot it back, otherwise you risk getting, I don't know, pretty much pierced by a laser, I guess. Which you could survive with enough life points. But I don't know if he had the life points. Like, he didn't have the Master Sword at that moment yet. So we can't even argue that he must have had at least 18 hearts to be able to get the Master Sword out of the stone. Entirely possible they were sending him on fool's errands like, to prove you're worthy of the heart containers that you need to grab the sword out of its stone. To be wielding the Master Sword. Go to a shop and bring me a pack of eggs and 2 gallons of milk. 2 liters of milk. Really? Yes. And if they have bread, bring damn it. And if they have bread, bring 10. Okay. Comes back, the order completely wrong. Like 10 times of the amounts of packs of eggs that he wanted, and same with milk, no bread. He's like, we really need a hero though. And so he got it, and ever since he got the Master Sword, he was like, what I'm about to say is canon, of course. I am the hero of a Master Sword now. I don't want to fuck up. Whatever I say will be taken with such weight. I better shut the fuck up. I better not say anything at all. Like the Princess Zelda in that game. She was pissed at him because she was like, oh my god, he's so cool. He was chosen by the Master Sword. He can fulfill his duty. He's amazing. What am I compared to him? I hate this. I hate him because of it. Meanwhile, on the inside, he's like, do not say a word, 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 do not say a word. Like, Link was constantly so nervous because he was the hero of the Master Sword that he couldn't speak. That is canon. Like, at least in Breath of the Wild. Don't know about the other games, but in Breath of the Wild that was canon. Because sometimes, like, because you read that in Zelda's diary. And apparently sometimes he opened up, but only when it was about food. That dude loved his food. He cooked it, he ate it, he had infinite room in his stomach to eat all the food. And then I was like, oh wow, didn't know he had a human side to him. And he's quite the glutton. And I'm pretty sure that if she would have said, like, he has quite the human side to him, she could have followed up with, oh, is that a human side? He's eating a lot. Like in that other Breath of the Wild webcomic, I don't remember who the artist of that one is. But basically, that webcomic, it starts with Link getting bitch slapped by a super strong monster. He is almost dead, and if he hits the ground, he will lose enough hearts to die. In the middle of where he's like putting around his neck one thing so he doesn't get messy while eating. Takes out his plates, eats a lot of different plates to fill up his hearts, and by the time he lands, he's like ripping it off, wiping his mouth, like having a look of let's go. Absolutely. And that is a headcanon I can absolutely accept. Because not quite different, I would say very similar, when I played that Mega Man ZX game on a past stream. That boss monster had me by the throat. I had like only one sliver of life left. I was like, okay, pausing game, let's see who's faster. Him choking me to death or me healing up. I was faster. Yeah, imagine Link in that situation. He would still be able to eat. Like, his throat would be squeezed tight. He can't breathe anymore, but he will be able to eat. That is absolutely his superpower. Also, I ranted about the one character in Breath of the Wild, the hero of the bird folk. I don't know if they are also called Orni or if it is only the German name for them. But basically, I heard rumors, maybe it's fact, I don't know, that he was based on the character Falco Lombardi from the Star Fox games. But when I think of Falco Lombardi, I think like the only capable NPC that helps you out during the entire game. Any Star Fox game, like Star Fox 64 or Star Fox Adventures, when he showed up at the end for the final boss. Very epic entry, by the way. Spoiler alert. Yeah, he was just capable, he was reliable, he was, all in all, amazing. Meanwhile, the Rivali, I think his name was in Breath of the Wild, who was supposedly based off him, not reliable, stupid tsundere asshole, and a fucking idiot. Condescending idiot on top of that. Like, he's like, huh, I would love to duel you, but you might lose your job if you lose to me. So I will do you a favor and not. And even if, where would we duel? Where would we fight? To test, to see who is the better one. Oh, I know! On top of a giant stone bird that only I can control. But how will you get there? I don't know. Bye. Fucking asshole. He just avatared out of there. Because when the world needed him most, he got killed. And that reminds me of TV tropes. When they talked about in the any percent speedrun, or if you do not save any of the guardians before going to the main villain that you have access to fight all whenever you want. If you actually fight and defeat him before freeing any of the guardians, some guy on TV tropes wrote basically that, imagine being the guardian. You had to prove that you are worthy of controlling the guardian. You had to learn how to control the guardian. When the time was ripe, when you had to step in, you got killed. You couldn't fulfill your destiny. And then Link just wakes up, free hearts his ass over to the Ganondorf, fucking kills him, and you're like, what the fuck, what? I wasn't even necessary? I died for nothing? Because they are still ghosts and they can still sense the world around them. But for them, basically, it was like, oh shit, I feel very bad now, like, he could have just defeated him just like that, huh? Well, why the fuck did we tell him to protect Zelda again? He should have been, like, on the front lines. Meanwhile, instead of being on the front lines, he was desperately protecting Princess Zelda. Like, to a point where they had to put him in a coma for 100 years for him to regenerate. The Master Sword. The forever... Yeah, what was it again? The Evil's Bane. That apparently in any other games, it never lost its sharpness, it never broke, nothing. But in his hands, he was apparently, according to canon, if I remember correctly, he's fighting so furiously, so strong, that even the Master Sword can't keep up with his strength. Which is, like, of course, hilarious and epic, edge backstory, and I love it. I live for that. But on the other hand, it's like, yeah, sure, but that only means why the fuck does he even... Whatever. Also, he, like, destroyed... There's an entire graveyard of these octopus robots that I can only assume Link caused. Like, in actuality, it was absolutely probably Princess Zelda when she finally awakened her magic powers and stopped them from moving. But I really like the image of every single one of them he destroyed with his Master Sword. Even though, if you try to do that, you need a lot of weapons, including the Master Sword. Anyway, I feel like I'm strong enough to at least check out what Pokemon are in the gym and what level they are around. Okay, Monnizzle is on the case. What item does he have? Let me know the item. Eviolite. Ah, that's smart. What do you have? Amulet coin. Ooh, nice. I do not remember where the gym is, but I'm guessing here. Yep, guessed correctly. Okay, dude, what's up? What do you think of Castelia City? I bet with all of the bustling people you started feeling burned down on your way to the gym. Never mind, this will help. Take it! Woo, fresh water, love this shit. I wish I had some, but I only have the Moo Moo milk. Sadly. The theme of this gym is walking through walls. At first glance, these funny honey walls may look impassable or even impossible. If you try hard, it will work out, so I say. But if it doesn't, here's a sweet tip. Step on the switches on the floor. There was absolutely a webcomic about this gym on the internet, and you bet... and it was basically the girl player character being like, oh, I wouldn't want my clothes to get dirty, so she takes off her jacket and cap. So she's like in this white shirt, going through the semi-liquid walls and coming out of it with a wet white shirt. It was censored, so it wasn't very sexual, but basically the gym leader was like, what the fuck? I'm going to jail for this! And absolutely, he should. Yeah. This is awesome. Yeah. Sorry, I was enjoying the moment. Ooh. So, what level are you all at in this place? Bells in Castelia gem are beautiful! They are pure art! He says with a clown face. Doesn't he know that that is the symbol of someone saying shit? Like stupid shit? Like the negative kind of stupid shit? I have to specify a lot, I feel. Okay, his Spiralok is level 20. I think I can barely take it. I'll try to manage without any... What was it again? Ah yeah, without any stat bonus. Shazam! Whip crack with its whoopy tail. And my nizzle is done. Harlequin Jack? Awesome. Like Jack of all trades? Master of none? Venipede, your time has come. Was I a good Pokemon? No, I was told you were just any of the other Pokemon. All Pokemon deserve love, except for like 2 or 3 in this generation. Like the hand fin fish Pokemon, the evolution of that garbage Pokemon. What was the first one? I remember being very much annoyed whenever I had to see it, but I don't remember it anymore. Falling beautiful with salsa and art. Don't worry about it, HQ. It's cool. Also, I remember I forgot to buy Pokeballs. I wanted to spend my money so he can't take my money. I like to support artists more commission-wise. And tip-wise, of course. I'm not going to give him money just because I lost. Like, what kind of economy would we... If we could gain a lot of money from defeating the opponent, that would be horrible. Right? Thank you, HQ. Like in this kind of economy, I can imagine why somebody would see it necessary to make a gym in the country. Yeah, absolutely can see that happening. In fact, I could absolutely imagine myself getting a Pokemon gym, because basically you are making profit out of somebody else's effort. Like, you train your Pokemon, you don't have to be fit yourself, you just have to throw him out, sit in your chair, be fat, you know, like an American football trainer, you know, with fat blobs in their folding chairs. You know, you can be that and still be a successful gym trainer. Hell, some gym leaders aren't even like, how should I say, very active at their job. Like, sometimes they're like, oh yeah, being a gym leader is just my side hustle. I'm actually working in the coal mines. Or I'm a famous wrestler. I'm in a band. I'm a model. I think this is like even the peak example of this. Like, rarely anyone here has being gym leader as their main job. Yeah, and when other games like the 4th generation, the final gym leader is like depressed because he's apparently like, nobody is strong enough to measure up to me. I don't want to be in the gym. It's so depressing. Hey, I want to challenge the gym. Could you please move your ass in there, you fucking faggot? Just kidding. That was the worst word I could have said. I meant asshole. And he's like, don't get my hopes up. And when you kick your ass, you rip his ass to shreds. You use like glue, piece it back together, and then you mop the floor with his ass. And he's then like, oh, that was pleasant. And then you know, he is powerful, but that doesn't mean that he can't be a bottom. Just kidding. Power bottom is a term, but I really doubt that I'm using it anywhere closest to correctly. Shazam! When you step on the switch, the one that pops up out is moi! On that note, have a battle with moi! You aren't the clown, you have an entire circus. Just kidding. Everyone here is part of a circus. Reminds me of one of my favorite mantras. Not my circus, not my monkeys. Not my circus, not my monkeys. So I didn't heal up my Pokemon, so that was stupid. No, not the white stringy shit on my Nizzle's face, no! Oh, thank God, the poison is distracting it from the horror. You did it, Manizzle. You've successfully suffered the pain from poisoning. Ooh. I'm in danger. Yep, I am in danger. What did it use? Whatever. Mandus's final message. Goodbye. If you can't defeat him, at least cripple them. For life. That thing's throwing stones at me. What am I supposed to do? Oh shit, lemonade. Let's go. Sweet lemonade, sweet, sweet lemonade. Gonna water gun with Dwebble and then lick it clean. Oh, thank God it's dead. Harlequin carry. I wasn't hiding under the floor just to lose. I bet you weren't hiding under the floor just to lose. You're probably hiding under the floor to make it not noticeable that you were like, oh, I fell down and can't go back up. Well, it would be such a shame if somebody would take advantage of me in this peculiar position. Oh no, Step Gym Leader, what are you doing? Oh, wait. Step Gym Challenger, what are you doing? You don't even have a dick, move along. Okay, take a Pokemon for a few seconds. Don't forget, kid, we don't have any police, so you can't do anything about the clowns harassing you. Good luck! They aren't harassing me. Oh, because you're a girl, I get it. Oh, never mind then. Still, we don't have police. Honestly, like, he called the police to a wrong building. To a wrong side of the street, in my opinion. Like last stream where we like called a lot of enforcers to raid Shadow Legends, by the way. I'm not getting sponsored though. Now, come on, step on this, step on me, and what happens? Moi! Yeah, let's change the subject. You are correct, Mr. Clown, sir. Hehe. Oh man. Oh man. fine. This? There was only one trainer hidden here? This sucks. Oh, the disappointment. The deceive. Yeah. And you are not. Yes, I'm not a man. What? I'm sorry, what? Oh, the deceive, the betrayal. If anyone has watched the movie White Chicks, it's freaking hilarious. Yeah. Oh shit, like, oh, I couldn't help but see you, and I remember that you are on my wish list. And his personal assistant is like, oh yeah, she is absolutely on the wish list, so right between the other two items that I don't remember. And he's like, shut up and move along, I'm trying to flirt here. Thank you for going to the trouble of calling me out. I'll channel my gratitude into my Pokemon's moves and make sure it gets to you. Wow, gratitude punches, gratitude attack. That really reminds me of the angel style from the One Punch Man. Like one of the heroes, S-rank heroes, is Puri Prisoner. He's like this big, macho, hard face with locks on the hair, like barely shaved. And he has the best, what was it, transformation into a magical girl. He's calling it angel style. Basically, he just flexes so hard his clothes burst off him. And in the first scene he appears, he's like having a hand-knit sweater from, as he says it, from his boyfriend. And he changes into angel style, like with all the Sailor Moon effects, if I remember correctly, but actually he's just getting naked. And when he realizes the hand-knit sweater burst off his body too, like it's destroyed, and he's like, oh no! You will regret having destroyed that sweater! You destroyed it yourself though? I was defeated by your strong spirit, you seem unfazed by anything. Yeah. And he's making a jump, and the special effects add like wings to his back that are non-existent, you know, like absolutely anime cliches. It was beautiful. It was like in the within the first 6 episodes. I don't know which one exactly, but it can't have been very late. If you hadn't stepped on that switch, I'd still be stuck hidden away. That's right. Bug gym trainers like to be bugged. Bug gym trainers like to be bugged. Well, maybe they are good spies. Like, oh, no one would ever think a clown would spy on them, so just bug me. Put a microphone and a recording tape onto in between my boobs. You don't have boobs. Man, if you want to give me boobs so I can spy better, that's on you. I will not do that. Well, I guess I won't get that confession then. No, you know what? I think we can find someone else. No, wait, I was kidding. The bug-type gym trainers like to be bugged. What do you think? This Pokemon gym, how should I say? Isn't it full of outrageous and mysterious car charms? Nope. Just kidding. You are challenged, also by Harlequin Lewis. I wonder, is that a gendered trainer? Yeah, maybe it's the exact answer I was expecting. The clown, that type of trainer that is clowns. Whoop-pa! Whoop crack with its whoopy tail. And I'm poisoned. Damn it. Don't worry about me, trainer. What counts is the mission. We are not on a mission. Capturing Pokemon is the mission. And I'm not doing that. Manizzel grew to level 23. Awesome. Through the power of friendship, Manizzel grew stronger. But will it be enough to defeat the unpenetratable Seawaddle? Why would you choose that word for undefeated? I didn't say you were undefeated. Sishead. As a trainer, you are full of charm. Thank you. I like your lipstick. Yeah, okay, getting confirmation from HQ. Imagine what you want. What you really want. I wanna. Just. If you wanna be gym leader, you have got to get friends. Friendship. The badges won't last forever, but friendship never ends. I've been reminded of that song by a TikTok sent by HQ, sent to me by HQ. That was basically explaining. Girls don't want like to answer questions directly. Know that one song by the Spice Girls? That's literally about a guy asking what the girl wants, and she's like, "So you really want to know what I want?" And she never answers. Like, he did it perfectly. If you ever encounter him, you will know what I mean. I hope you see it too. And take it as a joke, because I'm pretty sure that it's meant as a joke. Not that I have a lot of experience, I'm pretty sure that people realize that they should be more direct if they need to. But on the other hand, not when it comes to shit like romantic and love and stuff like that. Because I'm stupid and realized that also too late, so yeah. Can't say they started to be more direct after they failed. So, yeah. Imagine kicking yourself in your own butt because you realized too late. Oh shit, that was what's going on? Anyway, thanks again for your help. My bug Pokemon are scurrying with excitement about getting to battle you. Let's get straight to it! Bouncy versus Burr. The battle of a lifetime. Oh, nice belt buckle. You're challenged by Leader Burr. Leader Burr, send out Whirlipede. Oh, you got the cool one? Damn! Like that thing rolling past me like, damn! Damn boy, that will be thick! Snick, my switch was turned on! Didn't think he was Hisoka in this game. You know, Hisoka from Hunter x Hunter, the pedophile fighter? Which famously is quoted for his sound effect, which is swing. Because, like, in one episode, main characters, like a total of 3, one of them a girl, a very old girl in the that looks like a small little girl, of course, as you have it. And these 3 teleport to him. He was in the middle of taking a bath in a lake. And he's just standing upright, knee deep in water, saying like, "Oh, hi Gon," the main character's name, which is a small child, like 10 to 12 years, tops, I assume. And the character's eyes are like... And you can... And the girl is like, "Woo! Woo!" Like that guy was getting a swing. Yep. So every scene where he is not straight up fighting, it is showing how he is getting a boner. Like basically he's walking behind the main cast because they are leading him to where they want to challenge someone to get plot items so they can continue with the plot. And he's like looking at the kid's butt and like, and somebody made an edit with the sounds saying basically like, "Does he got the booty?" And then change the face of Hisoka to a very creepy tongue out smile. He do. So yeah, no, stay away from him. Please. Do us all a favor and make him stay away from everyone. And still somehow he manages to be the sane guy in some conversations. Which is also like... That kid, by the way, the main character, the kid, he knows! He knows! He doesn't give a fuck. Like, he is not letting him onto him, and he is not raping Gon, so he's like, I don't care, just, can you help us defeat that guy? Afterwards you can go. In fact, please go after we are done with. Yeah. And some very especially harsh truth I heard, like the voice actor of Hisoka. I don't know if from the new version or from the old version of the anime, but apparently the voice actor was like too on point for the role, so that's very concerning and horrifying. Concerning and horrifying as fuck. I mean, that is not a show that children should watch to begin with, but holy shit, that is something I don't like to happen. Like literally the other boy that the main character befriends because they're same age and have similar vibes, guess the word is. He befriends him, and when they are like in the part of the license exam where they have to fight their opponent, and the opponent's like, this mass murderer, he killed like 44 people in one go and brutally, and that's why he is in prison and forced to be fighting as your opponents in these license exams. And the other kid, white-haired one, is just like walking past him. Suddenly he has something in his head, like a cloth bag with something red dripping out of it. And the murderer turns around, notices there's a big hole in his chest with a piece of his shirt ripped off. He's like, give it back! And when he dies with his open palm, with his arm stretched out, palm up, and the other guy is like laying his heart into his hand like, okay, here you go. Yeah, that's absolutely not for children, but very entertaining as fuck if you don't mind the, what is it called again? Gore, yes, I think it's gore. Like, the most trouble I had was during the Chimera Ant arc. That messed with me. That was psychological horror already, in my opinion. Like, ants evolved to be bigger, stronger than humans. When whatever species they eat, when the ants created from that meat will have traits from that. So after they started devouring humans, shit got dark real fucking quick. And the absolute king of the ants that was born like way late into the arc, at halfway point I'm gonna assume, he was like, okay, I want for every human to come to me and challenge me in whatever they are best at. Like, and that was basically a lot of... He forced board game champions to come to him. If they defeat him, I don't know, remember anyone what he promised? Probably lets them live or spares humanity, I don't know. But if he defeats them, he just kills them. And there was this one blind girl. I assume... Is it over? Has my muse abandoned me? And I think they tried to make her not look too attractive. But basically, since he... But she never lost to him. Even though she's blind, she never lost to him in that particular board game. And he tried every petty trick, like psyching her out. He was like, let's put a gamble on this game. Like, if you win, you get whatever you want. But if I win, you lose your life. And she's like, oh, the usual then. Oh, I lost. Whatever. Losing to you doesn't bug me. Because you are amazingly strong! Yes, Queen Slay! This is the gym badge. You beat me, so it's yours! Make it up yours! I think design-wise this is my favorite gym badge, just because it's so pretty green. Bouncy received the insect badge from the... It's the insect badge! It's insectable! I mean incredible! If you have 3 badges, Pokemon up to level 40 will obey you, including traded Pokemon. Because I am a generous god, I will also give you this. Bouncy obtains Struggle Bug. Yeah, Struggle Bug. Struggle Bug also lowers the SP attack of the target that was damaged. I'm the best guy to tell you. It's the little things that count. That's what I tell my women. Just kidding. Anyway, what was I talking about? Oh yeah, the girl was like, oh, the usual one. And that psyched out the Ant King. He was like, what? I'm sorry, what? She's like, to make a living off of board games, you have to never lose. And since she's blind, she cannot do anything except for that board game. So as soon as she loses, she will lose all support that she had. She will be thrown on the street, basically ending her life. So she was like, oh yeah, the usual then, because if I ever lose, my life is over. He ripped his own arm off as an apology.
Hey there, where are you now? Could you do me a favor? Let's have a Pokemon battle! Iris has trained me and I've become a little stronger. I should be able to protect my own now. Let's meet at the gate to Route 4. Okay, see you later.
You meet her and she has like at least 2 dragon Pokemon. At least one of them like level 39 because the limit is level 40. Because no way in hell has she captured that herself. Like teleportation commands are not a thing in this game. Hello and welcome to the Pokemon Center. We restore your tired Pokemon to full health. Would you like to rest your Pokemon? Yes. I want you to rest them up. So I am very tired, so if you don't mind, after the next Pro Trainer battle, I will call it quits for this game for today. Sound good? Cause in the end, it doesn't even matter. I wasn't depressed, I was just pretending to sing. Ah, fuck it. I was singing the Linkin Park thing. But the song that I really know the lyrics better because I had the song stuck in my head during my internship at a lawyer's place was just bleed it out, dig it deeper just to throw it away. I bleed it out, dig it deeper just to throw it away. I bleed it out. I open up the scars.
Hello, Bouncy. Oops. Here, Bouncy here, yes. You remember the promise you made on the expensive ride? So let's get right to a Pokemon battle. But before that... Racy! We can have a Pokemon battle in the gate as long as we are careful not to break the electric bulletin board.
Ah, shit. I should have run closer to the left side.
I'm a new and improved version of myself. It's gonna go great this time. Let's start up our Pokemon battle again.
You better run them hands up! I'm not gonna go easy on you. You're gonna get what they had. You're gonna get what the gym leader had. God.
Level? Didn't you say you're a new and improved version of yourself?
Every Pokemon in the gym was at least level 20. Don't tell me you actually somehow managed to defeat them. Like that dog, this shit ain't flying. The shit won't fly, the shit won't fly, the shit won't fly. Yeah, 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 oh yeah. Oh, maybe I'm not hearing you loud enough. Are you like far away from a mic, HQ? That explains a lot. Do I have like a volume setting on this? I do. But now I'm hearing myself also a little bit louder. Couple of minutes to fuck this shit up. It won't kill me. Meanwhile, blood is running down my ear and it's the German flag on the side of my head because black, yellow and red! Patriotism! Just kidding. Ah, yeah, Belgian flag is also like in these three colors. But in very, don't make it obvious you copied kind of way. I'm not saying who copied from who, I don't want to end any friendships. Shockwave from the turtle shells. Or what was it? Whatever. Here you go, the green shell ninja beam. So extreme, ninja beings doing ninja things. Damn it, I don't remember the lyrics anymore. Even though I heard them in English. Like at some point, cartoons in Germany, at least the ones that I got to watch more or less recently, that were aired, not all of them were like, okay, this absolutely needs a German intro. Like sometimes they're like, in this day and age, even children understand English. Let's just leave it as is. So yeah. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles intro, like one of the multiple reboots. Like one of the newer multiple reboots. Had English intros. And it was dope as fuck. In my opinion. Woo! Muna Muna way! Muna 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 yay! It's the beach, Pusey gets to stay. Down to bed, the bay, yay! Hello? Salut! Chikie! I do. I remember like a parody version that a cousin of mine, may his soul rest in peace, was singing about his brother. Like, hey Andre, vodachkunale, vodachkunale. Basically he was saying, hey Andre, pour some water. In song! Oh shit! It's a monkey! It's a monkey fucking a coconut! Just kidding, it's not. It's not. They better stay off the coconuts, I'm not gonna lie. For real though. Cause I don't want to see any monkeys fucking any coconuts in this game. Like in Generation 7, you know, Sun, Moon. It's okay there. Because they are playing with the coconuts differently. At least in the sprite.
I'll never be a strong trainer like you or Chen or Iris, but at least I didn't lose to the gym because I never attempted it. You know, since we left November Town, I've met a lot of people and I've been thinking about what I want to do in life. When you look at it that way, life does not have any meaning. Pokemon have given me a lot of new experiences of losing. And my Pokemon Stone was just really hard and I felt really unsure. Still, I gotta say, I'm really glad I went. I've learned so much on this journey and I also learned that being with Pokemon is really, really important. Okay, well, I hope to see you again soon. Bye bye, Bouncy.
You could have just given me the Irish goodbye, I would not have minded. I'm just kidding. I really love the character development in these games. Like in 1 and 2. Of the versions of And I Will Always Love You, the Jontron version will always be my favorite. Like screaming from the top of his lungs, and I will always love you. I can't believe you've done this to me! I love it so much. That breakdown in the middle. Absolutely. Like when he sang Firework, like I only knew about it because he, like, artists made a compilation, like they animated the entire song that he sang and every artist made a little part. Some of them made such amazing artwork that I'm pretty sure it's printed on t-shirts at this point. Anyway, let's save real quick. And before I forget it, let's update the badge count. Cause we have 3 now. Yeah, we are the best. We are the best. We are the best. We are the best. Without my viewers, I would be nothing in this playthrough. Without you, I wouldn't have Mommy Milkies in that other game because none of you stopped me. Seriously, what the fuck? Just kidding. That Pokemon does exist, but I'm kidding about complaining about it at this point. So, what was I doing? Ah yeah, ending the stream. So, thank you all so much for watching, and I hope you enjoyed this and found it entertaining, and I equally hope to see you around. Bye!